guys, good morning. I hope you've had such a lovely week. It is Friday for me today and it is a beautiful day. We're talking 27 and sunny, which is just about perfect for a Friday. I actually have quite a lot of laptop work that I need to do today. So my plan is to go to a coffee shop, get my charger. My plan is to go to a coffee shop this morning, try and crack through some work so that this afternoon I can switch off a little bit early. I really want to, I'm going to bake something today. Something very summery, no doubt. I've got some ideas. I would love to make something with strawberries and elderflower, but I don't know where to get elderflower flowers from. I might go and try like a big Waitrose and see if they've got it. And I guess there's like a little local greengrocers I can try, but I don't actually know where you get like fresh elderflower, but I would love to bake something with elderflower. I'm gonna bake something today, and then I've got some gardening bits to do this afternoon, so I'd love to just spend the afternoon in the garden, bake something, but before I can do that, I need to get some stuff done. So I'm gonna go to a little coffee shop, treat myself to an iced chai, and that sounds very nice. I just have to try and not melt beforehand. Hopefully, it's just gonna be a lovely day. Absolute buckets. Wow, this is toasty. No luck on the elderflower, but I do have lots of strawberries and I've got lots of lemons at home, so oh come on, car air conditioning, save me. I have walked in the door to a very big box and I know what's in here. I know what's in here. Oh, it's kind of bigger than I thought. Oh my gosh. I'm a gardener now, you see, so I need a watering can. And we went to the antique shop the other day, I couldn't find, well I could find one, but I wanted one that had a proper, what would you call it, like a spout? Like a poury spout. Cute. So cute that the spout is gold and the thing is silver. Stick that on there. I am about to have some thriving plants. Like I said, I need to, I don't know if I did say this actually, I really need to repot my rose. So maybe, no, I think I will bake first. Hang in there, Rose. I don't want it to die before I get to it, but sorry, that's the ice machine, but it's required today. Anyway, my new watering can. Not the most, like, probably fun thing for you to see me unbox, but I'm very happy with this. Very happy with this. Right, and then I got a bunch of strawberries, some double cream. We've got loads of lemons in the fruit bowl already, which is great. And then I also got, oh, this dip is the, oh gosh, please tell me this is not leaked in my bag. There we go. I got this dip, which is the Waitrose, oh, there we go. The Waitrose whipped feta dip is delicious. And I also got some of their, never tried these ones before, Tagiasca olive lingue flatbreads. I probably said a lot of things wrong there. From a small bakery in the Liguria region of Italy. Thin and crisp, hand stretched. They look delicious. Basically some little olive flatbreads that I'm sure are going to be great in my whipped feta dip. Well, so potter about this afternoon. I still do have a little bit more laptop work I'm gonna need to do at some point. I honestly just got too hot in that cafe. I chose to sit right in the sun, which was really nice, but very toasty. Right, I think it's time to get baking. I know it's been far too long, far too long.
How do I say goodbye? Caroline, heaven knows I'd stay, but I had to run. Here calling my name, life won't be the same, 'cause she's worth more than all the gold in Mississippi. So I'm leaving now. Don't know if I'll come back around.
Okay, here we go, the moment of truth. I don't think I ever actually said, but I'm going for lemon, vanilla, like strawberry sandwich type things. I am worried that with this heat, the cream is gonna be a little soft. I've got some of this really nice Claridge's afternoon tea jam that I'm gonna put a little bit of soup, a little bit of in the middle, and then a lid. Some more cream, and then I will decorate in a bit.
I've been wandering through the woods, chasing all the tracks.
This heat is making everything go a little bit melty.
Stumbling down the road with a thorn in my cap. So I'm leaving now. Don't know if I'll come back around. I'm going out to find her now, even if I bleed on pavement. Caroline.
Just adding a couple of teeny tiny mint leaves where I feel like it would look cute to have a bit more green. Maybe one more little mint leaf here, just to give it a hit of mint is also quite nice, isn't it? And I feel like that'll probably do. You know what, I'm pretty happy with these. Are they perfect? No. They look very pretty, but it is just way too hot in here. I'm sweating. The cream is like starting to separate and split a little bit and just melt in general. So I'm gonna put these straight in the fridge. Very Wimbledon-esque with Wimbledon around the corner. I feel like you saw, so I probably don't need to explain it, but it's a lemon and vanilla cake base. I cut all of the cupcakes in half, put cream and a little bit of, I think it's like raspberry, oh my gosh, it might actually be elderflower, jasmine. We've got a strawberry, raspberry and jasmine jam. You could obviously make your own like strawberry compote, but I just used the jam I had in the fridge. I picked a couple of flowers that I have in the garden, Googled to make sure that they were safe to go on food, and they are. They are technically edible. I don't know if I'll eat them. I might buy some actual edible flowers for me to decorate some of my summer bakes in the future. And then just went through all the boxes of strawberries that I've got and picked out the teeny tiny ones to chop in half to pop on top. And that is it. If it wouldn't melt, I'd probably do a little bit of a dusting of icing sugar because I think that would look really pretty, but I think it would just melt straight away, so there would be no point. But yay, I'm so happy to be back on my baking game. And I'm no longer feeling guilty about making cupcakes all the time because they're just so convenient. It's so nice to be able to just have like one little piece of something and not have like a whole huge cake to go through. I guess it's the same principle because you just have a slice, but for me, just having something bite-sized feels cute, and these feel very whimsical. Right, I'm gonna stop. They're so pretty, actually. I'm getting more proud of them the more I look at them. Right, let me get these in the fridge. I've just jumped out the shower. I think it's going to be a very chill night tonight, which is very nice. So I've had a shower quite early. I don't know what time it is, probably about 6 o'clock. And I thought I'd show you my evening skincare because I don't know if anyone else is feeling this way. One, I don't feel like I've shown you it in a while. And two, I don't know if anyone else is feeling this way at the moment, but my skin, it feels like it's balancing on a knife edge at all times, and it can't decide whether my skin barrier is about to take a nosedive and my skin's really dry, or it's actually really clogged and oily, and I feel like I've been breaking out way more at the moment. And I think it's the weather. I think my skin is feeling unstable because the weather is unstable. So these are things that I'm doing at the moment to try and just keep everything calm whilst also kind of purifying a little bit, because I think all the extra SPF that I'm like slathering on and all the sweat from the heat, etc., my pores are feeling extra clogged. So if I haven't used my LED mask in the morning, I'll use it in the evening, but I did use it in the morning today. This is not sponsored, but I do have a permanent code for the red light mask that I use if you want a little bit of money off. So I'll always have that in the description box. But I think this is like probably the number one thing that, and I don't know if it's real or if it's placebo, but I think this is the number one thing that keeps my skin calm. And every time I fall off using this, I just feel like my redness is worse, like some of my rosacea is a little bit worse. I just feel like my spots don't calm down. I just love it. So if I don't use this in the morning, I use it in the evening. Actually, in the shower, the cleanser that I'm using at the moment, but I've got a few different cleansers from La Roche-Posay. The one that I use at the moment is the Purifying Foaming Gel, which balances your skin pH, but I don't know, because it says purifying, I'm also hoping it does some good stuff, but in like a gentle way. And I always find that the La Roche-Posay products are not too harsh, even the ones that are trying to target something specific. So this is the one that I just use to wash my face, and also it comes in a big tub, which is great. Then I do use this all the time, but especially at the moment, I feel like I think I'm edging on using it too much. I'm using it every single day, which I think it's supposed to be a daily exfoliant, but I think I might need to ease up a little bit. Like I said, my skin just feels like delicate at the moment, but this is my absolute favorite exfoliator. If you've got clogged pores, or you're feeling like you're breaking out, or your blackhead's getting bad, this is the stuff. It's the Porter's Choice Exfoliate. I mean, I feel like it's just one of those holy grail products you see absolutely everywhere. I love it. 2% BHA onto a cotton pad and then swipe all over your face. The serum that I'm using at the moment, I love the Caudalie Resveratrol Lift. That one, it's just quite nice and like creamy. I love the consistency of it, I love the feeling of it. But I am trying at the moment this Medicate Exo PDRN Prismatic Plus Youthful Vitality Serum Tri Exosome Complex, blah blah blah. I mean, the longest name in the world, but it's a clinically proven serum to support visible skin rejuvenation. It's super lightweight. It kind of feels like hyaluronic acid, you know, that kind of watery gel feeling. I haven't actually got this far in my skincare routine, so the rest of it we're gonna actually do. But yeah, it's kind of got that like watery gel kind of consistency, but because it supports skin rejuvenation, I feel like that's exactly what I want right now. I also think that when you get more blackheads, your skin just feels like duller. I don't know. My skin has been feeling dull without makeup. I feel like I'm compensating at the moment for a lack of glowy skin with glowy makeup. And in the summer, you really don't want to do that. You want the actual skin to glow so you don't have to wear much makeup. This says morning and evening, but they recommend patch testing prior to use. And the patch test prior to use and the fact that it's Medicate, and I just think their products are fantastic, but usually like really do something. I don't know if morning and evening, that probably feels like overkill to me. Like I don't want to overload my skin. So at the moment I'm just using that in the evening, morning or evening. Again, at the moment this week I'm doing it in the evening. And then my moisturizer, which is my favorite one, is the Vino Hydra from Quarterly, and I use the Deep Hydration Moisturizer, which is the Creme Intense at night. And this is meant to be for very dry skin, but I'm trying to, like I said, find a balance of products that exfoliate and serums that are doing some deep treatment. I've got a purifying gel cleanser, but then just like a really deeply hydrating moisturizer. And at the moment I'm finding that this combo is keeping everything under control, and I feel like things are getting a little bit better doing all of this. And then the final step, which I feel like I've just been saying for so many years, so anyone that's been here for a long time sees me just talk about this product all the time, the Clinisoothe Skin Purifier. I just get this on Amazon because I don't know where else you get it from, but it is I just literally spray it at any random time in my routine. I spray it on makeup, underneath makeup. If you come out of the gym and you've got to travel somewhere, like you're not getting straight into a shower, it's great for preventing breakouts. It basically protects the skin barrier from pollutants and impurities, prevents breakouts, and promotes rapid recovery. But it's ideal for skin prone to acne, rosacea, eczema, blemishes, and inflammation. Anyone that's got just like sore skin, or skin that I guess just like feels a bit delicate or sensitive, or just suffers from anything sore, I just think it is so bit more. It's also just like feels really cooling, but 7 benefits in one. Soothe, balance, protect, calm, and recover. Literally all the things that I want. So I feel like this is the unsung hero of all of my skincare routines. And it's one of those products, I just don't see it anywhere, talked about anywhere. And yeah, I just get it from Amazon, so I'll have this linked as well. And that is all I do. I say all I do, that was probably quite a few products. Cleanse, exfoliate, serum, moisturizer, and then LED mask. And then, because our only plans this evening are to chill and watch TV, we've started watching, well actually we don't have an episode of Pit to watch today. We have started watching Legends on Netflix. Very good. Very good. If anyone's looking, it's about the war on drugs, Thatcher's war on drugs during the 80s, and it is the customs department of the police who end up getting trained up to try and crack down on heroin imports. And it's very good. The main guy, what is his name? Tom Burke? I can't remember his name. The guy that plays Cormoran Strike in the Strike BBC series across from Holiday Granger. He's like one of the main guys in it, and I always think he's really good in stuff. So we're watching Legends. Some of it's like a bit tense for me, but Cameron is absolutely loving it. Sorry, I should have said, but because we're just having a chill evening, I'm going to put on some of these Jet Lag Summer Fridays eye patches, and I really like these ones. These ones are super hydrating, non-slip. That's a lie. These slip all over the shop, but I do really like them, but that is a huge lie. Hydrating, non-slip, leaves the under eye refreshed, moisturised, and have a non-sticky feel. Perfect for prep for makeup. So really I should use these in the morning. I do agree they are non-sticky and they feel amazing, but they do categorically slip all over the place. So these are going to be halfway down my face by the time I've made some dinner. Right, time for me to put some PJs on and go set up on the sofa for the evening. Officially all ready for bed. If anybody's I've got a hair treatment at the moment, but I don't feel like I've really found like a hair serum or like a hair treatment that I love. So if anybody's got any recommendations for me, let me know. I'd like to try some different ones out. Again, I also think during the summer, kind of like what I was saying before about your skin, I think your hair also suffers as well because there's a lot of breakage from the heat and chlorine and sunshine and salt and all those types of things. So I want to take care of my hair as well. So if anybody's got any if anyone's got any hair treatment recommendations, then let me know. I am going to climb into bed. I might start my book this evening. I might actually save it for tomorrow. The book that I am imminently going to read is Our Perfect Storm by Carly Fortune, which is her new release. I think I'm going to read this for the readathon that we're doing over on Discord as part of my book club. So I might just save it for that, but maybe I'll read a few pages tonight. I'll see how I go. I might just be naughty and watch some Schitt's Creek in bed, which is one of my favourite comfort shows. I also just wanted to say that today has been such a nice day. I've had such a lovely day today, but I have had such a bad mental health week. I have been so anxious this week. I don't really know why. I'm still trying to work out why. That's like the pesky thing with anxiety, is that I do believe there is always a reason. I feel like sometimes people say, oh, like there's no reason. I personally believe that there's always a reason. It just, sometimes it's hard to untangle what that reason is amongst all these different types of things. And anyway, I'm probably not going to articulate myself very well, but for me, anxiety and depression go hand in hand. And actually, when I had therapy back in 2021, the therapist said to me then that I actually don't have anxiety, I have depression, or I'm more susceptible to depression. I don't want to say that like I have it, because so much of the time I'm completely fine, but for me it operates more that when I feel a sadness bout coming on, I feel anxious about the fact that I'm about to feel sad. Like she was saying that some people, they can be so anxious for such a long period of time that they can feel depressed. But for me, it's more like I can feel the sadness coming on, so I get a bit of anxiety. Anyway, that's like probably way too much detail and too in depth. But all I wanted to say was, if you have also had a bad week, or you've just had a tough week, then one, my recommendation to you, not that you wanted necessarily this unsolicited advice, but one, my recommendation to you is to lean on the systems that you know work for you. I know I talk about it all the time in a playful way and in a fun way, because it is really fun and it is really playful, and I don't really talk about bad days or anything on this channel because I really like it to be a super positive, happy space, and I think a lot of the time I am a happy, positive person, so that's the side of myself that I like want to put out into the world. I want to spread more of that kind of good energy into the world. But the less like, I guess, like girly silly side of hobbies is that they're genuinely so helpful for helping your mind switch off, and for me, putting creative energy into the things that I love, whether that is baking or reading books or crocheting, or like I'm going back to doing my clay crafting for sure over the next couple of weeks, or gardening has been a new one that I dabble in every spring, summer, but I feel like this year I'm taking it a little bit more seriously and I'm loving being out in the garden. Whatever your thing is, dedicate time to it when you're not feeling good, even though you can't be bothered, because it genuinely does make a difference. And if you don't know what your thing is yet, then dabble and try, because I was one of those people that had absolutely no hobbies. People would be like, what is your hobby? I'd be like, I don't know, scrolling on social media and watching Netflix. Like, that is my hobby. Watching Netflix is my hobby. I don't have any hobbies, until I was determined to find ones that like weren't looking at a screen, and it's been such a game changer for me. That's the preachy side. And then the non-recommendation thing is just a reminder that if you've had a rubbish week this week, so have I, and everybody has rubbish weeks, and you're not the only one, you're not alone. Sometimes the vibes are no good. Sometimes it's just not a good time, and you don't necessarily know why. Sometimes you do know why, but it will pass. The good times never last, and neither do the bad. That probably sounded way too dramatic for what realistically was me just having a slightly off week. Well, I have felt super anxious this week, but anyway, I'm trying to not, like, you can see I'm not experienced about talking about slightly more negative things, so I don't want to wax lyrical about it. Anyway, I am now going to go drink my mint tea. I can't believe I'm having a mint tea in this ridiculous heat. I am sweating. Must be 30 degrees in here, it must. I'm gonna go drink my mint tea, probably watch some Schitt's Creek in bed, and then next week I've got a really exciting week, so I'll tell you all about that in next week's vlog. Thanks so much for watching, thank you so much for being here. I hope you've had such a lovely week, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Bye guys.